Pandemic Blues.
We're writing this poem together in this house during the pandemic. We don't have much choice. The house is small. Get out of the doorway. The pandemic is long. I've fallen in and out of love with you 3 times since it started.
There are only so many home repairs that you can do to distract yourself. There are only so many YouTubes that you can watch. 2 years in, you finally give up and share a piece of paper and a pen, like that long-lost newlywed poem we wrote together in a car before a Conklin Barn gig.
Nothing is lost on this pandemic. It works on every nerve. It corrupts every cheery smile. It puts wedges and winces and second guessing between every social interaction. Every relationship is either too close or too far. Even my mother avoids us. The pandemic used to chase me to parks and beaches for fun. Now it just corrals me in the house to hide from others and shop online. The quarantine is hovering in the background of every breath. It begs us to eat and eat and eat.
As we are in the, 5th wave, there are times that I feel that we are only bound together by the contrariness of everybody else's pandemic rules and the superiority of our own household rules. When we are too cowardly to admit that we are as powerless as King Canute, yelling at the waves to stop.
Oh, another literary reference. I have heard so many of your tedious stories these past 22 months or so. I am not sure I can take one more, so please keep the rest of this poem simple. No science references, John Lennon origin stories, or aha commentary on child rearing. Here are some other things I can't take one more of. Our public library changing their mind if the toddler classes are in person or virtual. The CDC telling me which masks are preferred or work best but I shouldn't hoard them. People who are too afraid to meet you at the playground one day and show up 3 days later with a tan from Disney World. Asking you to move because I need to reach the sink. I guess this happened before the pandemic, but it happens so much, so very, very much, with all the eating and locking down and hiding out. Someone is always standing at our sink, and someone else is always in need of a glass of water to go with the food they should not be eating again so soon after lunch.
Eating is solid, consistent, real, a reminder that we still have a sense of taste. Something to hold on to in the waves of change. More than just the deltas and the omicrons, there was a sudden decision to shut down a workplace and sudden transition to remote work with all the quandaries about fairness. There was walking into Stop and Shop to buy sympathy cards for 4 different families at the same time and finding half the cards sold out. There is the constant calculus to cancel a birthday party or fundraiser.
Yeah, and there are new social constructs to learn. Drive-by retirement parties and Zoom birthday parties and hybrid fundraisers, and asking yourself, is anyone going to show up in person for this event? And if they do, will they all get sick and blame me?
There were judgments about whether we needed to clean our groceries or leave delivery boxes outside for 48 hours.
And wondering, what if there was chocolate in that box?
There was hand-washing singing until the skin was as raw as our nerves. The worry about the vulnerable loved ones and how much to avoid them. The question of where to get toilet paper and are we hoarding?
You took so long to write the last part, you made me miss the end of my Times social media clothing sale on the computer. This pandemic has been too much about computers and missing things, but as you can see, the pandemic would not have been so bad if you had not made long academic references to the classics or told those depressing daily death stories about the stationery store. So that's it. I'm done with you, with the pandemic, and even with eating. There must be something left online that takes me far enough from you and this pandemic to have a moment of freaking peace.